Hi, how are you in there? You're in my medicine cabinet right now, so it might be feeling a little tight. Yeah, so I've been pretty miserable, and I don't like the person that I've become. And it's understandable because you definitely unbecome the person you were when you have an awakening. And you shed a lot of things, and over the past couple of years, that's what I've done. And I'm not saying that that part of shedding is over, but I am self-harming myself if I continue to live in this environment for longer than I need to be here in order to get out. Right now, there's actually that's a helicopter. Diesel trucks, side by sides, continuous noise from the ACs. It's loud. I'm in my Bluetooth headphones like 22 hours a day. About the only time that I don't have them on is when I walk my dog. And I know this is all really affecting me, and it's affecting the headspace that I need to be in. So I got to do something about it, and I've learned a lot recently, and I am grateful that I am doing the job at the RV park, because if I wasn't doing the job at the RV park, I wouldn't have 20 hours a week to listen to podcasts and books and things that have given me a lot of like connecting dots that I needed to. And I wouldn't allow myself to listen to podcasts that many hours a week. I don't even really watch TV. And, I'm just always thinking, creating, writing, spinning my wheels or something. So this isn't in a good environment. Even if it was a good environment, like, it's hot as fuck out there. And it's only going to get hotter. I think it's like 105. It's like it's going to get another 10 degrees hotter before too long. And my ACs are running as much as they can, and it's still hotter than I would like it to be in here. And I don't really need to keep explaining this. It's like beating a dead horse. I'm over it. I found out that I'm hypersensitive, and it's probably some of the gifts that I have activated after my awakening. And you become like, you just become, your intuition is very, very strong. So it's a lot to be around a lot of people. I'm not trying to explain this to sell it to anybody. I'm explaining what I understand about myself now. And I need to be somewhere where it really is true solitude, and then like I can go out into the real world when I'm ready to go out into the real world, just like I used to when I lived in a house. I worked from home since like 2002. It's the year I became a real estate agent, and I've worked at home basically since about 2003. And I'm very used to being alone. I'm very comfortable in being alone, and I'm very uncomfortable not being around other people. And I'm not a good partner. I'm not good in a relationship with somebody that needs something from me, because my definition of a relationship, which is why I never really wanted to get into one, was that it's like two strong people like cheering each other on, and that is not what I had. And that put me in a space that I did not like myself. Living in an RV park puts me in a space that I do not like myself. I am not living the best version of myself. I'm not. and I want to be. So that, I mean, that is my goal. And that's the thing. I've always had real clarity of my goal, and I've not wanted to leave because I just wanted to make my goals work. But they're still going to work. I just have to maybe find a place in the in-between that is between this life and my next life, or maybe I just drop right into my next life. But my intentions when I got into RV life was that I was going to do it for 6 months to a year. I was going to build a healing center, and I was going to finance that or make the money to do that with my 2 jobs of being Kate and being a real estate broker. And I quit real estate, one, because I just don't believe in the American dream and having a mortgage for 30 years and, you know, all of that. But 2, I just couldn't afford it. I also just couldn't wrap my head around it. I mean, when my awakening happened, I mean, I'm embarrassed to say, I'm not embarrassed. Let me scratch that. I'm not embarrassed. I did not have the capacity to do things in the 3D world. I didn't have capacity to make sure my bills were paid and make sure that I was making enough money and all of that, because I just didn't. And I don't think many people who go through an awakening do have that capacity. So I was not alone in that. My situation is not unique, but I'm a lot better. I'm a lot clearer. I'm back on track. I want to continue with what I set out to do, and I really don't want to give up. So I don't know what the next step is, but I'm working for that.